Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to the Centurions Review, the punk rock band of wargame review institutions. In our last episode, Davus and his team had a mission to go to a graveyard to get a wizard's tome. On the way to the graveyard, they were attacked by a scarecrow and they managed to defeat it. When they got in the cemetery, they went and checked all the graves until they found the wizard's grave, and they dug it up, and the tome wasn't in there, but there was a key, so they assumed the key was to the mausoleum. So they opened the mausoleum, and 4 skeletons attacked them. They got into a fight and defeated the skeletons and found the tome in the mausoleum. They traveled back to the wizard without getting attacked and were able to give the wizard the tome, and the wizard gave them some healing potions and also gave Davus a ring of protection from poison. So anyhow, they've had a long rest there, and they're going out looking for adventure. They want to find a job, so they just kind of started heading west, and they hear some noise in the distance. Over here they see an elf hiding behind a tree, and they're not sure what he's hiding from, so they decide to move over there and investigate. When they get here by the elf, they see that he's being shot at by some kobolds up here on top of a rock. So they have quickly decided they're going to help the elf. But before they do, they have to roll to see how many additional kobolds come in. So it'll be a total of 4. These are Cobalt Spearmen. So now I'm going to roll for initiative and come back. Alright, initiative order is JL, the Elf Scout, then RB, then Davus, then Maggie, and then the Kobold Archers, and then the Kobold Spearmen. So JL is going to go first. He just barely makes it there. And he's going to attack that kobold over there. He gets a 16, which is good enough to hit the kobold with a shovel. And he rolls a 4 and plus 2 bludgeoning, so that's 6 and plus 2 slashing, so 8. So he's killed this kobold right here. Next player to go is the Elf Scout. Elf Scout quickly figures out that these guys are here to help him, so he gets with the program. He moves over here to attack this kobold. He's got a spear. Elf Scout rolls, and he gets a 12 plus 4, 16. So that's enough to hit, and he does, with his spear, 1d8 plus 2 piercing. So he does 4 damage to that kobold, so that kobold's still alive. The elf has multi-attack, though, so he's going to do a second attack with his spear. And he gets a total of 12, which is good enough to hit the kobold. And he does 3 damage, and the kobold is dead. Alright, next in initiative order is RB. RB is going to move forward. He can only make it to about here, so there's nothing within reach of his pitchfork. And after him, it's Davus. So Davus moves forward to the tree here, and he's got cover. And now he's going to shoot at the Kobold Archers that are up here. So they get plus 2 to their AC, because I'm assuming that they're standing far enough back where they're getting a little bit of cover from the lip there. So with his light crossbow, he rolls with a plus 4. So that's a 10. He actually missed there. Alright, and now Maggie goes. She's got a lot of 50-foot movement range. So she's going to move over to there and attack the kobold. He's got a plus 3 to hit, so she gets a 14, which is good enough. And it does D6 plus 1 piercing, so it only does 2 damage to it, so that Kobold's still alive. Alright, now the Kobold Archers go. This one here is going to shoot down here. Let's see Ramley determine who he's going to fire at. He's going to fire at JL. So he rolls a 3, not good enough. The other archer, let's see if he's going to shoot at RB or if he's going to shoot at Davus. He shoots at RB. And he rolls a 3 again, so no luck there. Alright, now it's back to JL. He moves forward here to attack that Kobold. And he rolls a 9, which isn't good enough. Then it's the Elf Scout's turn. So he moves over here and attacks this Kobold. And 6 plus 4, 10. No, he misses. Now RB goes. He moves forward here and attacks this Kobold. He's got a plus 4 with his pitchfork. So that's a 15. That's good enough to hit. And that's 1d8 plus 2 piercing. So he does 5 damage, which is exactly enough to kill this Kobold. Now Davus goes. He's going to fire a crossbow at that guy up there. Remember, he gets plus 2 to his AC. So 13. But the Kobold's AC is now 14, so that missed. Now Maggie goes. There's a Kobold right there. She's going to attack. And 15 plus 3, that's 18, that's good enough. And she does 2 damage to it. Still alive. Now the Kobold Archers go. One up here will choose to shoot at Maggie. So that's got a total of 13, and so that hits Maggie. And I'll do 1d6 plus 2 damage, so he does 5 damage to Maggie. Alright, the other Kobold Archer here will fire. Let's see if he's firing at this guy or at Davus. He fires at RB again. And he gets a hit. And does 3 damage to RB. Alright, top of the order again. JL here is going to attack this Kobold. Misses. And then the Elf Scout goes. He moves forward here and attacks with a spear. He's actually got 2 attacks, which I keep forgetting. First attack missed. Second attack missed. Wow. Now RB will go. He squeezes in there and tries to hit him with his pitchfork. And that's a 10, which is not good enough. Wow. Alright. Now Davus is up and he's going to fire at this Kobold Archer up here who has cover and misses. And now Maggie goes. Let's see if she can take out that little Kobold. That's a 10 plus 3 is 13. Yeah, that's good enough. So she does D6 plus 1. She does 3 damage, which kills that Kobold. Alright, after Maggie, it's the Kobold Archers up here. He's going to fire at, let's see. Fires at RB again. That's a hit. And it does 8 damage to him. So he's down to 5. He's in bad shape. The other one here is going to fire at Davus. And 17 and plus 2 is 19. And my armor class goes from 16 to 18, so yeah, that actually hits. And that does 5 damage to Davus. So Davus is down to 3. He better do something. He's got second wind, so on his turn he can do that to get some hit points back. Alright, now JL is up. So he moves up to here. He won't be able to climb that until next turn. And then RB is in, how bad a shape is he? He's in bad shape. He's going to move behind here so he doesn't get killed. Now Davus goes, he fires again. Let's see if he actually does something. That's a 13, but the Kobold's got 14 because of cover, so he misses. And Maggie will just go under the lip here so she can't be shot at. Now the Kobold Archers. Actually, we forgot the Elf Scout. He'll move here too. Kobold Archers, this one will fire at... He's going to fire at the Elf Scout. Gets a crit, so that's 6, 12, 14 damage to the Elf. Elf has only 2 points left. And the other one fires at Davus. Misses. New turn. So JL climbs up here, and he's going to attack this kobold right here. So that's a 13, that's good enough. So he does 3 plus 2 plus 2, 7 damage, and kills this archer. Now it's the Elf Scout's turn. He's going to jump up here. And he's got a long reach with a spear, just enough to get that kobold. So 2 attacks on him. First one's a crit. 3, 6, 8, so he takes it out. Alright, everyone comes down from the ledge now. After they search the bodies. With the bodies, they'll find 150 gold, plus 2 sets of leather armor. JL and RB take the leather armor and put it on, and they've both gone from an armor class of 10 to an armor class of 13. They got a total of 150 experience points for that encounter, and they start talking to the elf, and the elf graciously thanks them for saving his life. And as a reward, he tells them that they're all getting hungry because they're out of rations, or just about out. So he tells them about a farmhouse not far away where a widowed woman lives, and he thinks they will be able to go there tomorrow to possibly buy food from her. So they decide to stay overnight and make a camp here. The elf's going to hang around until they leave tomorrow. They make it to the morning with nothing happening. No wandering monsters arrive. So they decide they're going to go this direction to get to the widow's house. As they start moving forward, the elf gets surprised, or he may get surprised. Out of the pool here comes something rises up, and it looks like a giant leech or something. So he's going to roll his dexterity because he's trying to be stealthful. He's got dexterity of +2. So he gets 18 for dex, and let me check the other guy's passive perception. I think he's going to surprise them all. Yeah, none of them have a passive perception above 15, so he surprises everyone, so he gets to attack. He moves this way. And attacks the elf. He's doing a biting attack, which is a +4 to hit. And he gets a 6, so he missed there. Alright, so now we're going to roll initiative. I'll be right back with the initiative. So the initiative order is the giant leech, then Davus, then Maggie, then RB, and then JL. So the giant leech will attack the... Oh, I forgot to roll for the elf. So it'll be giant leech, Davus, giant leech, Davus, Maggie, elf, RB, and JL. So the leech will roll now. He gets a 10 versus the elf, which is not good enough. So Davus will go now. Moves into there. And he's going to attack with his two-handed greatsword. 12 plus 5. So that hits the leech. And that does D10 plus 3 damage. So it does 10 damage to the leech. Alright, so Maggie will go now. So she's going to run around here, get right there. And she's going to roll to try and attack this thing. That's going to be a 11, which I don't think is not good enough. Alright, now the elf goes. Elf has a +4. He's using his spear. Misses. Now RB will go. There's nowhere for him to really get in there, so he's just going to move out of the way for the time being. Alright, and after him is JL. JL might be able to get in there. Yeah, he can't quite make it in. So he'll just wait over there. So now the giant leech goes again. Gets an 11. Let me roll. I forgot to determine who he's going to attack. He's got 3 he can attack there. He will attack the elf, so 11's not good enough to hit the elf. Alright, Davus will go. That's a hit. Does 8 damage. Alright, Maggie will go. And she gets a hit. And does 5 damage. Alright, RB and JL can't really do anything here, so that's going to be a hit. 12 plus 4, so that's a 16. I forgot to roll to see which one he's attacking. He is attacking Maggie. So he does d6 plus 2 piercing damage to Maggie. So he does 6 damage to her. And he's attached to her. Here's how attachment works. Each turn that the giant leech is attached to a creature, it loses d6 plus 2 hit points due to blood loss. It continues to stay attached unless you're able to get it off, or it has drank 15 hit points, or the victim is dead. Go to the next player, which is Davus. Got a crit. So that's going to be 2d10 plus 3. 3, so 9. So it's only 12 damage. So the leech is down to 15 hit points. So the elf scout will go now. And he gets a 12. Is that good enough to hit him? Not good enough. And Maggie, the only thing she can really do is try to get loose. So she has to do a DC 16 strength check to get loose. So actually she does it. She gets a total of 17. So she's unattached from the giant leech. Now it's the giant leech's turn. This time I'll remember to see who he's attacking. He's going to attack Davus this time. So that's a total of 14, which is not good enough. Now Davus will go. That's a hit. He does 6 damage, so it's down to 9 hit points. And Maggie will go next. She's pissed off that she got bitten by this thing. That's going to be a hit. And she does a total of 4 damage. So it's down to 5. And now the elf scout is up. He's going to get a hit there. And it'll be d8 plus 2 piercing. So he does 8 damage, so the leech has been destroyed. They check the leech for treasure. Obviously there's no treasure there because leeches don't have treasure. However, they did get some experience points. So they get 100 XP from that. Alright, they're going to continue on now to the widow's house. So they climb up the rock face here and they're going to move on to the next map. Someone had to carry Maggie. She can't actually scale cliffs. Our heroes are traveling towards the house now. roll a Wandering Monster check. They're fine. They continue their movements. And they're going to roll another Wandering Monster check. No Wandering Monsters. They've made it up to the sheep corral now. They're good, no Wandering Monsters. Alright, one last Wandering Monster check. Nope, none. So now the elf is going to go up to the doorway. Alright, he knocks on the door and the lady asks who it is and he announces himself. So she comes outside and she asks why he's here and he says, well, he's helping, these adventurers here have saved his life and he wanted to bring them here so they could get something to eat and get some rest before they continue on their journey. So she looks everyone over and they introduce themselves and stuff and she says, well, not only can you guys spend the night, but I can give you like rations to get to the next place you're going. Was it like 10? She figures it's probably about 10 days away. So she says, I'll give you 10 days of rations, but here's what you have to do for me. My husband was killed by these Kobold Raiders, so if you can wait here until they come attack again, if you kill them all, I'll give you everything I promised, and I'll tell you where there's an underground tomb which is supposed to contain treasures. So they heartily agree and decide to go into the house with her. So they go in here and she starts fixing them dinner. But anyhow, they have their dinner and so forth, and everyone decides to go to bed, so they're taking watches like good dungeoneers should during the night. The kobolds have total surprise, so they're going to go first. These archers move forward here and continue shooting at the window here. The adventurers have had enough sense to move away from the window, so it's not actually hitting anyone. Kobolds are here because there's all these nice barrels of wine here and boxes of goods that they want to steal, and they want to steal the sheep too. And on the other side, you can't see it right now, there's some more barrels for them to steal. So these Cobalt Warriors move up too. And these Cobalt Spearmen move here. Actually, he can make it right in there. He'll make it there. And these two come here. They want to steal those sheep. Alright, so now I'll roll initiative to see what order the player characters go in. Alright, the initiative order is as follows. The Kobold Warriors go, then the Cobalt Spearmen, then the Kobold Archers, then RB, then Maggie, then JL, then Davus, then the Elf, and then the Woman. One thing I want to point out is in D&D, typically you're supposed to do the figure out the initiative every round. I don't do that. I just do it once for the entire combat to save time and make things flow a little bit better. So the Warriors go first. These two guys jump over here and grab this barrel. And they start dragging it away. They get it over to, well, they get it over to about the fence here. They can't drag that quickly. These two grab a barrel here. You probably can't see it. And then two kobolds are coming around the front here to see what's in the house. Kobold Spearmen here grab the sheep. The sheep aren't cooperating very much, so they're not able to drag them very far. Those two have this sheep. And these two are trying to drag this sheep. The sheep don't want to go with them. I don't blame them. And now it's time for the Kobold Archers. So this guy right here is going to stay where he is. These two here are going to go over here and start dragging this barrel away. This guy here drags this little barrel away, and these two are trying to take that box there. Alright, now it's RB is up. He's pissed. Alright, he jumps out here and he attacks this Cobalt Warrior here. So RB takes a swing at him with it, or not a swing, he pokes at him with his pitchfork. Becomes a 5 becomes a 9, so he missed there. But he's also got a kick, which I forgot to do in our last combat. So he'll do his kick. That hits. And it does 2 bludgeoning damage to that one. Alright, next player. Next player up is Maggie. She runs over here and attacks that guy. And misses. Now Davus is up. He's going to run out here and attack this guy. $16 becomes a 21. And so he'll do a D10 plus 3. So that was 5 damage. This one's killed. Now the elf will go. He's going to run out the door and attack this one. He's got a plus 4. So that's a 13, but these kobolds are 14s because they have shields, so that misses, but he's got a second attack. The second attack hits, that was a 21. So he's going to do D8 plus 2. So he does 9 damage and kills this kobold. JL is up. He's nervous. He's not sure what to do. He's going to join the other guys over here and attack this kobold. So 16, that's good enough. So he does 1d4 plus 2 bludgeoning plus 2 slashing. So he does 4 plus 2, 6 damage, and takes out this kobold. Alright, it's a woman's turn. She moves towards the door here. She's holding a broomstick for protection. Now it goes to the top of the order. It's the Cobalt Warriors. This one's going to go first. He's going to attack Maggie. Seven plus 9, not good enough. This kobold here attacks JL. So he gets a 12. Is that good enough? No, fortunately he got the leather armor, so he's got an AC of 13, so he's okay. And here another one moves in here and attacks JL. Miss. Alright, now it's time for the Spearmen. Spearmen, they see what's going on there, so they're going to leave one guy with each sheep, and the other three are going to move over there to assist. So he moves over to here. That guy filters in there, and this guy leaves with starts leaving with the sheep. They're moving slow. All right, now for the archers. This guy here moves over here, and he's going to shoot at. Let's see here. He's going to shoot at Davus, and he gets a crit. So that's 2d6 plus 2. 1, 2. Oh, sorry, just 2 plus 2, 4. So Davus got lucky there. So he's down to 8 hit points. All right, these two here kind of see what's going on. So he moves there, and he's going to shoot at RB. He gets a crit. 4, 8, so he does 10 damage to RB. So RB is down to 6 hit points. These other ones here are moving the barrels away. Those two are moving the backs of goods. Alright, top of the turn order. Or, excuse me, that was a Kobold Archer, so now it's RB is up. It's going to move over here and get advantage on this guy. I used the optional flanking rule. That's a 13. This guy doesn't have a shield, so that's a hit. Let's second roll just to see if he got a crit. No. Okay, so he's using his pitchfork, so it's a D8 plus 2 piercing. So 6, that one's killed. Alright, now Maggie goes. She's going to attack this guy. Gets a crit. 4, 5, plus 1 is 6, so it kills the Spearmen. After Maggie, it's JL. He's going to attack that guy right there. That's a hit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so that one's killed. There's a lot of these, but they're easy to kill. They're still dangerous, though. Alright, Davus is up. He's got to do something about these. He's down. As a bonus action, he's going to do a second win, so he'll regain D10 plus his fighter level of 1 hit point. So he only gained 2 hit points there. That sucked. But he's got 10 now instead of 8. So he runs to here, and he's going to take out that archer. These archers are dangerous. That's a 13. That's good enough. Or excuse me, a 14. And it's D10 plus 3. Only does 4 damage. So that one's still alive. Alright, now the elf goes. See if he's in. JL can probably take care of that last one there himself, so he's going to go after the Spearmen. That's a hit. Does 5 damage, so the Spearman's taken out. And the woman, she just keeps looking out the door here. Alright, so now it's back to the top of the order. So it's a Cobalt Warrior, so we have 1 there, so he's going to attack JL. Gets a hit. Does 5 damage to JL. Now the Cobalt Spearmen. These guys here just move their sheep away as they're running away. Do the Cobalt Spearmen here. They just move these sheep away. And now it's time for the Kobold Archers. Let's see what mayhem they're going to cause. This one here, he has a dagger, so he's going to use his dagger, not his bow, to attack Davus. And that's going to be a hit. And does 3 damage to Davus. This one here will shoot at RB. Miss. Alright, these guys here pull this backs over the wall, and these take the barrel over the wall. They're still fixated on getting their loot. Alright, so now RB is up. He's only got 6 hit points, so he needs to take a potion. He's got 2 potions of healing, so if he rolls a 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, so he gets 6 hit points back. So he's up to 12. And then he'll move 6 inches. Now Maggie will go. She's going to attack this archer here. Gets advantage. Hits. Alright, and does 6 damage, more than enough to kill this archer. Now JL goes. He's going to try and take out that kobold there with a shovel. That's going to be a 12, wait, 14. Yeah, that's, no, he's got an 18 and he's a 12 plus 2, 14. So yeah, that hits. 4 plus 2 plus 2, so 8. This kobold's down. Alright. Now Davus will go. He runs over to here. That's a total miss. Now the elf goes. Elf runs after him. He does the dash. He does a regular movement and a dash, so he's right next to him now. He's brave going out there alone. And the woman comes out to see what's going on. So now it's the Cobalt Warriors, which there are none. And now it goes to the Cobalt Spearmen. So this guy turns around. The Spearmen will turn around here and attack the elf. 11 plus 2, 13. Is that good enough to get the elf? Yes, it is. So he does 6 damage to the elf. So elf's down to 10. He doesn't have any healing potions, so that's kind of dangerous for him. Alright, the other one here, 1, 2, and 3 keeps trying to steal the sheep. 4, 5, 6, he goes to help his buddy. He keeps trying to steal the sheep. Now it's RB's turn. RB moves over here. And he's got reach with enough reach to hit that guy there. That's a 14 that hits, so he does a 7 damage, so this archer is dead. After RB, it's a Maggie. Maggie moves here and gets advantage on that archer. First roll is a hit. Alright, now to do damage, 1d6 plus 1, 6 damage, so that archer's no longer with us. Now it's JL. JL is down to 5 hit points, so he's going to have to take a potion. So he gets 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hit points back. So he's back up to 10. But he only has 1 potion left now, or 2 potions left actually. Now Davus, he's going to attack this one here. That's a 12, which is good enough. 1d does 10 damage, so that one's down. Now it's the elf. Elf is going to go here. He needs to take that one out. Yeah, he hits it. So he's going to do 6. Does 8 damage, so that Spearman's been taken out. And then he moves forward and he's got a second attack, so he's going to attack that one with a spear. And miss. After the elf, it's the woman. She's not doing anything. So let's back up. Cobalt Spearmen goes. Alright, this Spearman here is going to attack the elf. 11, 12, 13, is that enough? Yeah, that is enough. It's a D8. So it does 6 damage to the elf. So the elf's down to 4. Now it's the Kobold Archers. They stop with their barrel there, and he's going to shoot at Davus. Miss. Other one's going to shoot at Davus. That's going to miss. Alright, so RB is up. So he's going to move here and attack that guy with his pitchfork. That's going to be a hit. And that's enough to kill him, 8 damage. Now Maggie will go. She runs over here and attacks that kobold. 11, not good enough. Now JL will go. He can make it to about here. Actually, no, he's going to dash and make it all the way there. Now Davus goes and attacks that kobold and hits him and does 5 damage. So the last Kobold Archer is down. And now it's the elf again. He's going to attack this kobold. That's going to be good enough. So he gets a D8 plus 2. 7. So he kills the spearman. The widow thanks the party for finally getting rid of the kobold bandits who have been stealing from her for months and have also killed her husband. So to thank you, she gives each of the players 10 days worth of rations and draws a map showing you guys where the ancient crypt is, where she's heard rumors that hidden treasures may be there. The party finds 300 gold on all the kobolds and some miscellaneous weapons that they don't need, and they get 400 XP, which will allow them to level up to level 2. See you guys next week.